Today I'm joined by Kotelo. He just missed out on competing at the 2022 Arnold Classic in Brazil.
Sibosiso Kotelo opens up why he pull out and why he not compete in Arnold Classic Brazil. What's up guys, welcome back again in my YouTube channel Joan in the bodybuilding podcast session. So thank you so much. I want to shout out to Desktop Bodybuilding Fear Willis for making some interview with Sibusiso Kotelo and telling us why the real reason he's pulling out and not compete for Arnold Classic Brazil yesterday. That we all know Arnold Classic Brazil have already done and happening in Brazil, of course, and we have Rafael Brenda, who winner of the Arnold Classic Brazil. We have William Martins and another competitors, right? But Sibosiso Kotelo is one of the competitors Arnold Classic Brazil who not yet compete in Arnold Classic Brazil. We're gonna watching and we're gonna get to know why he's pull out and not compete. Shout out once again for Ngavier Willis Desktop Bodybuilding for give us the information from Sibosiso Kotelo himself.
And we're going to talk about that plus much more. But Sibu, how are you doing under all the circumstances? Because you missed prejudging. I've heard all the stories. I heard Nick Strength and Power talk about it, who talked to you. I suppose, how are you doing after missing a contest that you've been prepping and hadn't competed for, you haven't competed for 3 years. So how did it, I suppose, impact you missing that contest?
Look, bro, I'll be very honest. I was gutted. I felt defeated. And, one has to take some level of responsibility. Could have done things better. Could have gotten a SIM card. You take certain things as very trivial when you travel to a country.
Yes, of course, I'm already guess that's what Sibusiso Kotelo gonna feel, right? Because why? Because he's already preparing for Arnold Classic Brazil. He was dieting, he was start his cycle, he was hiring coach for, Arnold Classic Brazil. But there is some miscommunication and he mentioned about travel. So we're gonna continue this.
And I say trivial because, number one, you make a basic assumption that everywhere you go in the country they can speak English. It's not the case. I learned that the hard. It's just that obviously in the 2 years of me competing in the pro circuit, I was privileged enough to go to countries where English was a common language. Canada, America, South Korea, so having to come to a country like Brazil, it was really a culture shock. I could have prepared better for that, could have done more research. I was really, really gutted,
So one thing that he really make assume and expect is everyone in the out of his country can speak English and can understand to speak English. But it's not really his expectation that everyone could speak English. So this is really the mistake of Sibusiso that Sibusiso himself said he need to doing more research. He need to learning more about how to preparing his visa, how to flying to another country, because not everyone could speak English. So we all know Sibusiso Kotelo can speak English, but not in person who live in Brazil. Yeah, everything that we need and fly to another country, we need more research. That means we need to preparing for detail everything before we go fly.
Bro, I'll be honest, it hurts. It hurts, as you said. I mean, I haven't been on stage for 3 years. I've been prepping for this competition for 12 weeks, flat on, working my ass off. I knew I bought the best package I've had to date. And then I just missed out on prejudging and then got disqualified. But right now, bro, I am on top of the world. I'm so excited about what's to come. I keep it moving, man. I always try to find a silver lining in everything. This has been an experience. It's been a learning curve, and it's something what my coach calls school fees, bro. Just you're paying live school fees, bro. You know, so I'm learning, and it's something that I'm now ready for. Should I travel to any country for that matter?
Yeah, it's hurt. It's hurt his feeling for not doing prejudging for Arnold Classic Brazil because he was hiring his coach. He said he was bring his best package with his coach, but this is could be something lesson for him. So he learning about what he could be doing for the next time for making travel to another country. This is really important lesson in life. So everything that you making mistake in your life, especially in a few days ago or in a few years ago, make it the experience being listened. So you learning and trying to get better from it. This is really lesson in life. Motivation.
There's certain things I'm not going to take for granted. There's certain things I'm not going to take as trivial, you know, and they're going to be very important for me to make sure that going into any country I compete in, stuff like this doesn't happen.
Yeah, for sure. And while we're talking as well, I'll pop some video up on the screen so people can see actually what you were looking like. It's actually allowed you to guest pose sort of thing, I suppose, at the night show or whenever it was at prejudging it. When that was, but you looked fantastic, and many people are saying, you know, easy top 3. Where would Sibusiso have placed, all that sort of stuff. But before I get into your opinion on that, I guess, what actually went down from the time you landed in Brazil and everything that happened?
Yeah.
How did it transpire that you actually missed the prejudging and was disqualified?
We know that he missing the prejudging, but when he come and when he landed in Arnold Classic Brazil on the show, he get a chance for posing and going on stage for showing his physique, because yeah, I think that's a really Arnold Classic Brazil crew, okay, all of the staff have to doing, because yeah, Sibosisu Kotelo already diet, he was preparing for this show. At least give him a chance for posing on stage. If every crew and every staff not give him a chance and not allow him to posing on stage, that's really the biggest mistake that all of the crew and all of the staff Arnold Classic Brazil is making. It's not really necessary. Please give Sibosiso Kotelo a chance, and everything that he was preparing, it's not just go away, okay? Just go away.
Look, let me give you the highlights so we don't make this video too long, brother. So I was privileged enough that, you know, a few guys had known, obviously, because I'd announced, I'd made it very obvious and pretty straightforward that I'm going to be doing the show probably 2 months already, 2 months ago already. So I had one of the guys who works for the NPC this side reach out to me, hey, bud, we're looking forward to hosting you in our country. Now, the mistake that I made was me assuming that he could speak English, not realizing that the whole time he was actually using Google Translate to speak to me in my DM. So I took that for granted, right? So you're busy having a back and forth communication. In my head, this guy can speak proper English, but meanwhile, he's actually using Google Translate.
That's the really point of what Sibosiso Kotelo missing prejudging and not compete in Arnold Classic Brazil. It's the communication. Yeah, we all know maybe Sibosiso Kotelo have not really 100% could speak English, and meanwhile all of the staff, okay, and the people who were in organization of Arnold Classic Brazil give announce and information to Sibosiso Kotelo also could be speak English properly. He also using Google Translate. So not so much and not everyone could be speak English. Even English language, it's really on top of the language in this world. So this is really important for us. Try to practice speak English, okay? Try to practice speak English and learning from it. I already, not could be 100% said in the proper English right now. Because why? Because I'm already listen. I'm just learning from watching another YouTube videos. We can say autodidact, that we can say learning by myself. I'm learning by myself, and not everyone teach me. I'm really have a bad score when it comes to the English in my school. But right now, I realize that English language is really important because this is the language of on top of the world, that the world is really needed. Everyone in this world have to learning and have could be speak English. So I'm trying to learning and I'm just a little bit could speak English like I'm doing right now. Like I'm said right now. I don't even 100% could speak English right now. My narrative, my intonation and everything, it's not really 100% like people who live in UK or who live in USA. So just learning, because learning in every age, learning every time, everywhere, you still could be practice it talking in English language. So try it guys, try it like I said, like I'm doing right now. I'm from Indonesian and I'm learning how to speak English and how to speak properly. So that's the news guys, that's the real reason, okay, the truth why Sibosiso Kotelo cannot compete and missing prejudging for Arnold Classic Brazil. Hopefully this video can bring the benefit and value information to all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this video and content, please share, like and comment, subscribe. Let's talk in another topic in bodybuilding world, our favorite division. I'm your host Joan Sagala signing out. May God bless you all.